Shelly-Ann, Shericka, Tina, Natasha, Kishane, Rohan, Johan, Julian. There are more questions and answers in day 2, the final day of World Relays 2025. What is Fadda? So let's try to look at the positives and the not so positives of the roundup of day 2. Welcome back to the channel, people. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, thank you for making it Peter Lloyd. Well, go ahead, please hit the subscribe button to continue to grow. When you do that notification bell, so you know the next video drop a video each one today here in Peter Lloyd World. Also, if you enjoy the content, please hit that like button and finally leave your thoughts. So, are you ready? Yep, good to go. Well, there are more questions and answers. Pictures in my mind that will not show. There are more questions and answers. And the more I find out, the less I know. Yeah, literally, the more I find out about day 2 of World Relays 2025, which took place in Guangzhou, China. It was the final day. Is the less I know. I mean, there was just things I saw. I don't know if you saw it. There were some positives, I gotta concede, but there are some things that were just odd. So let's go through this in sequence. Like day 1, we started out on a high. In the mixed relays, 4x100 meter relays, with just one single change, we walked away with a silver medal. I thought the team was solid. In fact, I'm incorrect. It wasn't one change, it was 2 changes. On the opening leg of the mixed relays 4x1, we saw Serena Cole. Big up yourself, Queen Serena Cole. It was nice to see her there. She passed off to Crystal Soley, who ran yesterday on day 1 to qualify us through to the finals. Then we saw the youngster Javari Thomas, who also ran the third leg on the opening day, day 1. And the other change on the anchor leg, they brought in the remarkable Brian Lavelle. And this team of youngsters walked away with a silver medal and, of course, a qualification for World Athletics Championships in the 4x100 meter mixed relays. I thought they did a great job. It was Canada who took the win in this one in a season's best of 40.30, with Jamaica coming second in 40.44, and Great Britain took third in 40.88 at this inaugural event at World Relays. Hopefully we'll see it at World Athletics Championships because I quite enjoyed it. Take a gander at the final leg.
Quainu, now Canada handing the baton on for the final leg to Eliza Ajibi. Jamaica on the final leg, Brian Lavelle looking to close him down. Canada, Jamaica, and then Great Britain. But Canada looking powerful and come home to become the first mixed 4x100 meter champions at the World Athletics Relay.
So congrats to the Jamaican mixed relay 4x100 meter relay team. Walked away with the highest placement of the day on the final day, day 2 of World Relays 2025, which took place in China. Silver medal. The team, of course, comprising of Serena Cole on the opening leg, as I said earlier, Crystal Slowly on the second leg, Javari Thomas on the third leg, and closing out on the anchor leg, Brian Lavelle.
Introducing Peter Lloyd World merchandise, where style meets comfort. From trendy tees to cozy hoodies, we've got something for everyone. Elevate your wardrobe with our high-quality, fashionable designs that make a statement. Whether you're hitting the streets or chilling at home, Peter Lloyd World has you covered. Shop now and upgrade your look with Peter Lloyd World merchandise. Available exclusively at Peter Lloyd World. Link in description below.
Then it was time for the men's 4x400 meter relays. And, well, we were able to get the qualification on this occasion. It was the same team from yesterday, but they changed around the order. In this instance, Rasheen McDonald ran on the first leg, Demar Francis ran on the second, Stanjian Barnes on the third, and on the final leg, Tyrese Roden. We came third with a time of 3 minutes 0.02 seconds. This was heat 1. It was Brazil who walked away with the win in heat 1, running 3 minutes 0.14.
That third spot, Netherlands still strong down the home straight, but here comes Lima of Brazil passing the Netherlands. He's
So the Jamaican men 4x4 understood the assignment, and we have qualified. It was the top 3 in the heats on day 2 in the second qualification who made it through. So we have qualified as far as I'm aware. The mixed 4x4 were not as fortunate. Also running in heat number 1 in their event, they ran a time of 3.14.42. In their heat, it was Spain who won. Spain was on fire at this event in general. Spain ran 3.12.56.
Overtaken, Arvas down the home straight, and China, here comes Lou, is she going to take second spot? It's going to be Spain for the win. Who's going to have it? Who's going to have it? Oh my goodness, wow, that is a photo finish. It will either be Germany or China who took the second place.
Now, the women's 4x400 meter relay team simply just did not turn up. And the truth is, we shouldn't be surprised because we saw Jadine Williams running the first leg yesterday. And I don't know Jadine Williams to be no 400 meter runner. So clearly something was wrong. I still have not yet been able to ascertain what happened. But there was no 4x400 meter relay women's team. We simply did not turn up. Now, yesterday, in commenting about what happened with the men's 4x100 meter relays when the baton, failed to find itself safely around for the Jamaican team, I said, while in praise of the remarkable talent Julian Fort, I also said one of the problems with Julian Fort is that he's injury prone. Very fast young man, always looks great at the beginning of the season, and then something goes wrong, he gets injured, and by people. Maybe we shouldn't have said that. Maybe I should have kept my mouth closed. I should probably. But what happened is, in the men's 4x100 meter relays, the way we started off, we looked solid. It was a good run. That first one, Rohan Watson to Julian Fort, awesome. And then halfway through his leg, Julian Fort got injured. He attempted to pass on the baton to Johan Blake and he fell. And why people, that's that. That was just that. So we have not qualified through to World Championships this year thus far in the men's 4x100 meter relay. It was just one of those unfortunate things. Take a gander.
Jamaica will come in first, but let's have a look at this exchange. Yes, it's very clean there for Jamaica. 2 from right field screen, but Kenya on the outside. Look at them in lane 8, absolutely storming it down. What's happened to Jamaica? Oh my God, they're out. It's over. So what's going on?
So Kishane Thompson, Johan Blake, well, Kishane Thompson certainly didn't even touch the baton for the 2 days that he was there. But we'll talk about it a little later. Then it was time for the women's 4x100 meters relay, and changes were made. So yesterday, Tina Clayton was the opening leg, which passed on. She passed it to Shelly-Ann FRASER-PRYCE, who then passed it on to Tia Clayton, who then passed it on to Shericka Jackson. Today we saw Natasha Morrison, which is probably why, because remember, Natasha Morrison was the opening leg of the mixed relay 4x1. So we saw Natasha Morrison replacing Tina Clayton. Natasha passed it to Shelly-Ann FRASER-PRYCE, who then passed it on to Tina Clayton. So they took out Tia Clayton from that third leg, and Tina Clayton in turn passed it on to Shericka Jackson. We did not get what we anticipated, but you know what? Take a look at the race first, and then we'll have a conversation. Now, I'm grateful because we did qualify through to World Championships, which was the mission. We ran 42.33 to qualify. It was Great Britain who won this one in 42.21. And Spain, wow, to me the find in terms of the meet took second in 42.28. Here is the final leg.
This is wide open for the medals coming into the home straight. It's Spain who get the baton in their hand first. Shericka Jackson for Jamaica. TT Terry storming down the home straight. And Success Edouan for Great Britain on the outside. What a run from Edouan, who takes it for Great Britain ahead of Spain and Jamaica. Wow. What a...
Shelly-Ann FRASER-PRYCE said this after that run.
As you guys know, China has a very special place in my heart. You know, that's where I won my first Olympic gold medal. So coming back here, the reception has been fabulous. As a team, we're able to qualify to the World Championship. And I think all in all, we have to give God thanks for that. Because that was the main objective. I mean, coming away with, you know, winning would have been icing on the cake. But we're really grateful that we're able to still stand on the podium and get a bronze medal. And we still have some youth in our team. And it's good to have them, you know, be a part of the team to get the experience because, you know, as you go, they will have to be the ones that carry on the legacy.
The youngsters that you've got in the team now, how has it been spending time with them in China and obviously passing on that experience?
Honestly, I think we've been here a very short time. It's not really a camp situation. It's more like, you know, you're different rooms in a big hotel, so you don't see them. But when you do, it's always positive, you know, and it's a good energy to know that you have young athletes who are, you know, they're confident and they're determined and they're committed to this. So you know that whatever happens next, they're in, you know, Jamaica track and field is in good hands.
One last question: what your motto is going to be for this year and what this year is going to define for you?
This year, I think my motto is going to be not me but God. I swear that's what it's gonna be. This year is all about just giving him the glory. I think it's gonna be a miraculous season and I'm looking forward to all the wonderful things that it has to offer. Really grateful for the opportunity that I get all the time to compete and to be able to compete so long. And I'm hoping that, you know, anyone can draw inspiration from just the story and the legacy and everything that I've been able to achieve on the track and off the track.
Now, this, of course, is my 2 cents. Okay, so, you know, normally when I comment, of course, I'm telling you my personal feelings based on what I observed. And then I hopefully get an opportunity to see what you all think. All right, so let me try and go through this in sequence. The youngsters in the mixed relays 4x1, awesome. Awesome. Would have been nice if they won gold, but silver medal, their first time out. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Decent time. And Crystal Soley said it best. Great experience. Really proud of them. A team of youngsters, and they looked world class. Very, very proud of them. The 4x400 meter relay men understood the mission. Of course, we have other great 400 meter runners that we can swap out. At least this year, unlike last year, we have qualified through to World Championships. Remember, last year we did not have a team qualify through to the Paris Olympic Games. So that's great. Not sure what happened in the 4x400 meter relays. That's kind of, I don't know what happened. It's women, that is. So I can't really comment. Clearly something was off. The very fact that we saw Jadine Williams, who is a 60 and 100 meter runner, as far as I know, running the 400, well, jogging the 400 meter yesterday, says that they had no options. So something else was wrong there. The mixed relay 4, unfortunate, but there may be a few other opportunities for us to qualify. They did the best that they could given the circumstances. Now, I kind of think what I saw is, the Aussies did extremely well. Spain did very, very well. Now, I know Australia's track season starts way earlier than everyone else. So it would account for why the Australian athletes did so well and were so fit. Spain, Europe has generally stepped up. I have to give them their props. And Spain, to me, was the surprise. It wasn't just to me. It was evident that even the commentators, in fact, Spain themselves looked surprised. So big up to them. Awesome runs. Big up. Now, the men's 4x100 meter relays. Look, this is something that could happen to anyone. Yesterday, the young man Julian Fort ran a blistering 8.98 on his split, and many of you came into the chat, those of you who are very track and field savvy, and said you can't really look at the splits because they're all not running at the same time. Now, that's very, very true, but regardless, no matter what you say, an 8.98 split in a 4x1 is exceedingly impressive. He ran a blistering leg yesterday. Remember, the problem was the baton pass between himself and Johan Blake that didn't go across well. He ran his heart out, and I've got to big him up for it. And in fact, even today, his first 30 meters were blistering, meaning Julian Ford, and then he got injured. It's very unfortunate, but you can't blame the athlete, people. These things happen. Athletes get injured, and what was commendable, but not very bright, is that he tried to push himself to hand off the bat, which I'm going to tell you, that was not a good idea, but that is his love for what he does and his country, why he tried to do that, because he was clearly injured. I'm hoping it was just a cramp, but it could have been something worse. Like I said, Julian, in my humble opinion, did his best. I know we're disappointed, but I think the problem really is that we should have ran well enough to make the finals yesterday, and that was because of the baton exchanges. Now, very often I hear y'all cussing the athletes when it comes to the baton exchanges, but if Tom and Bobby just had meet yesterday and I got to try to exchange baton, it's going to be a problem. I did yesterday show you what the American athlete TT Terry and the young lady that was passing, their camaraderie, their trust for each other was so incredible that TT Terry never even looked back. She couldn't find the baton, the girl hold her hand and put the baton in it. We just don't yet have that. It's kind of very obvious when you look at it, because even the silver medal winning mixed four, the baton passes were not exceptional. They were tolerable. I must say that the baton pass between Rohan Watson and Julian Fort in this instance was almost textbook perfect. It was a great baton pass, so clearly they had worked on it. All right, so please nobody cuss off Julian Fort because the man got injured, you know. But to me, had the job been done from yesterday, we would have been through the finals and we probably would have seen something different. We don't know. Now, the women's 4x1. Like I said, there are more questions than answers. Now, one of the things I have to tell you is that if Paul Francis makes a decision, he removed Tia Clayton, brought in Natasha Morrison, put Tina where Tia was on that third leg, I don't question. Paul Francis, like Stephen, they're geniuses. I'm just some guy on YouTube, okay? I'm just some random king who just love track and field on YouTube. So I shouldn't question. But I did, because I was saying, okay. But when I look back at the race yesterday, Tia didn't do as well as one would have hoped. But there's a reason why I'm saying there are more questions than answers. And this is something that I didn't know I would ever bring up. But people, Shericka just looked vexed. Shericka just looked upset. And she looked upset yesterday from before they started to run. And she looked upset after they ran. Today she looked upset from before they started to run. And today she looked upset after they won the bronze medal. And I don't know what's going on there. I mean, I don't know Shericka Jackson personally, but something just looked off. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. I don't know if she's at her fittest level. She did not get the baton at the perfect time. I think she got the baton about third. Tia, Shelly-Ann, Tia, and Natasha did the best they could. I thought Tina Clayton did a great job in particular. But I'm just saying it might be my imagination. But Shericka just looked upset, and I don't understand what's going on. I know that she had a rough year last year. I know that, recovering from injury and people cussing her off, because enough only did I cuss her off. So I can understand her being, a little upset. But she just never looked like Shericka Jackson. I don't know what was going on there. However, I'm going to say in her defense, that young lady from Great Britain, I don't know who she is. Never heard of her, I'm going to be honest. Ran past TT Terry, Shericka, everybody. I was astonished by that. But as a brethren of mine said, and I agree with him, that now got me in September. Because I still think we're about 6 to 7 weeks away from national trials. So our athletes are still sort of getting to that place. They're not there yet. Nobody's there yet. But the questions I would love to ask is, why was Tia removed? I mean, like I said, me questioning Paul Francis is a little crazy. But Paul, okay, why did you remove Tia? I just want to know. Shericka, why you look vexed? I mean, like, you look vexed. Like, really vexed. Like, You look vexed like I don't want to be here running this relay, Vex. That is how vexed you look. And I was like, what is this? Because I don't remember every time I've ever seen you run a relay, you look happy. Or you look like you're glad to be there. You just look to me as if you were saying, when may I do ya, don't want to be there. But this is just my personal opinion, you know. I don't know what you were thinking, but I've never seen you look like that. So it makes me wonder if you really gave your all. I can't believe I'm actually saying this because I'm a huge Shericka Jackson fan. But it's just, I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, there are more questions than answers. And honestly, when I saw the outcome of the day, it wasn't as bad as some of you are making it out to be. We qualified in the 4x4 men. We qualified in the mixed relay 100 meters. We qualified in the women's 100 meters. Yes, we didn't have the same success in the 4x4 women, in the men's 4x1, and then the mixed 4x4. And yes, there are questions to be asked, but like I said, I'm just asking, you know, as some person. But the truth is, I tried not to question Paul Francis and Stephen Francis's decisions, to be honest with you. But it was a mixed bag. It was not what we all anticipated. But I can tell you this much. It was way better than last year. It was better than last year. I mean, it was definitely better than last year. So, there you have it. More questions and answers. We managed to get qualifications. We walked away with a silver medal in the mixed 4x1 with the youngsters. They did a great job. And we walked away with a bronze medal in the women's 4x1. And we qualified in the men's 4x4. But I can understand people's disappointment, and you know, I can understand all that. Let's me say, boy, I don't know. When I saw Julian Ford fall, I was like, oh, what is Fadda? Oh, what is? What no? What more? But let me tell you something. That's not going to be happening to us for the rest of the year. I declare that that will not be happening to us for the rest of the year. But this, of course, is my 2 cents. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Now, don't forget to support the channel. Check out our merch store at prettyfire.com. I'll leave a link in the description below. Also, consider becoming a member of Peter Lloyd World's channel. Join the membership. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button, notification bell, and hit the like button. Remember, you are royals. You're kings and queens. Bless up.